Hello, 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 hello. It's a wonderful day outside today, and wanted to do a few practices. There's a lot of noise out here, which is fantastic, I guess. You can hear the traffic and the cars and automobiles, white noise behind us. You can hear motorboats and cars and motorcycles. I don't know if it's fireworks or gunshots. But we're definitely having lively activity now that everyone is in defiance of lockdown, maybe. Who knows? Maybe they're enjoying themselves, and it's fantastic in that way. So, yeah. So, yeah, we're going to take an easy seated pose. About setting your seat, I think is crucial to do any type of meditation or pranayama work. And pranayama is using your breath and techniques to step into meditation. So I really enjoy pranayama. I find that it's an easy way to meditate. Gives me something to focus on. And I once heard that pranayama is considered the precursor to meditation. And pranayama, the different techniques, prana, which is life force energy. Some people say it's breath, but I think prana is transported through breath. It's kind of like the conduit that the life force energy is carried through. It's kind of like it's not oxygen, but transports through the oxygen. And yama is like a constraint of sorts. So we're kind of pooling the life force energy through our breath into maybe specific areas or through specific techniques, and it's like being able to then distribute it to what's going on in your life. It's like medicine in a way, right? One pranayama technique, alternate nostril breathing, is really good for balancing. And you start off with taking the index and middle finger and pressing it to the palm. And there's different ways of doing this, but I'm going to go with a technique that I was taught through Andy Carpenter. It's alternate nostril. You make a round, and then you kind of cleanse, or what's the word I'm looking for? As you go around with an alternate nostril, you have a resetting round in between. And I really like that. I like the way that feels in my body. And we'll start with the ring finger, and you press it on the left nostril. And you inhale through the right. And then gently, it's not pressed hard, you squeeze both nostrils, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Gently switch, exhale through the right. Lower the hand down, inhale. Pause, and then exhale. And start over again. Inhale through the right. Switch, exhale through the left. Pause, inhale through the left. And switch, exhale through the right. Inhale and exhale. Repeat, inhale through the right. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. And exhale through the right. Inhale, reset. And exhale. Do another round, inhale. And switch, exhale. Inhale. And switch, exhale through the right. And release down, inhale. And exhale. And without using our hands, let's try to breathe. Inhale through the right nostril. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. And exhale through the right. Let's do that one more time. Inhale through the right. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. And exhale through the right. So the importance isn't necessarily that you're able to close off a nostril without your fingers. Maybe the current is just slightly mindfully opening up, and where the mind and the body is a little bit more connected into the way we breathe. And the whole purpose of this alternate nostril breathing is to help balance the left and the right side, the Ida and Pingala channels. And one is the sun. The right side is the sun. And the Ida is the moon channel, which is the left nostril. And so the nostrils, energetic flow, move down through the chakras. So the chakras is where they connect, all the way down into the root chakra, Muladhara, and it comes right back up. And then the central channel, which is like where the stillness of things resolved when we're in this total balanced state, right, is where we're trying to access. So when the left and the right sides are more congruent, it's like the positive charge and the negative charge, and everything's flowing. We're able to draw or access more of the stillness that's within. Right? So that's one technique. Another technique that's good with pranayama that I enjoy, especially when I have like headaches, if I have migraines or whatnot, we call it like a bumblebee mudra, or a bumblebee pranayama. And it's really kind of like using your hands to quiet all the senses. It's most of the senses of our body and our fingers and eyesight and nasal cavity and the taste with our lips and our ears are all within this one realm, right? And when we have headaches, there's some type of crud or something uh, maybe blocking. It could be energetic, it could be physical. But when you take the index over the eyelids, and you're not pressing hard, and the middle finger right over the nasal cavity, kind of, you want to be more on the bridge. And then the ring and the pinky fingers can go over the lips. And then the thumbs go into the ears. We make this humming noise, right? It might sound weird, but we're going to go ahead and give it a try. And inhale. So you do that for several rounds. The first time I've ever done it with iPods in my ears, and it's better without them in your ears. But it's kind of, I feel like it's an internal vibration that kind of sound healing of sorts. It feels really good. So I would recommend that one as well. And there's a Sanskrit name for it that I just can't remember at the very moment. And I'll come back to you guys with the different names. And hopefully I'll do more little videos with pranayama work. And it would help me get back into the pattern of this practice. I usually incorporate it in classes, but oftentimes I don't necessarily practice daily with it. I went through a period of doing it daily, more because it was an assignment, and it was beautiful. Even if it's just 15 minutes a day, practicing pranayama, and it just kind of rolls into maybe 5-10 minutes of meditation. Some people really go all out for half an hour and so forth. I mean, 15 minutes is beautiful and doable, and really just can set the tone for your day. And if you can do it at a specific time each day, wonderful. I'm kind of more scattered, and whenever I just have enough, I usually get to it. And thank you for joining me, and hope to see you guys soon on your mat and in practice. And again, if you have any requests of videos you would like or different types of yoga, drop me a line, give me a message, what you like, what you don't like, what you're having problems with, and because it really helps me stay in my practice, and hopefully we can share the gift of the continuity. You know, yoga is this yoking and bond, you know, that we share, right? The light in me honors the light within you. We all have the Sushumna light on the central channel that we can share with each other. And so, um, namaste, and thank you. I'm going to do a little gentle practice here and move into Parasana with the shins on the ground. And notice if your toes come in. Let's bring the feet in line with the knees and the heels. Inhale, hands rise up. And I believe this is the Kali Mudra. That is where you take the left thumb and cross it over the right, and the index fingers pressed together. And you interlace all the other fingers. And just feel the uplifting energy flow, right? Inhale, hug the inner shoulders down. Exhale. Inhale. Extend the breath into the navel center. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And then circle, sweep the hands behind you. Interlace the hands. Slight bend in the elbows. Kind of draw. So notice if the pelvis is tilted forward. Try to kind of nudge the pit of the belly in and up. Externally rotate the biceps out wide. And lower the left shoulder over, the left ear over to the shoulder. Good. Really hike that right shoulder down. And we sink the tailbone down and the hands along with it. Circle sweep the chin towards the chest. Back to neutral. Right ear towards shoulder. Really feel the lengthening of the left shoulder down. Circle sweep the chin towards the chest. All right, now bring the left hand up. Inhale, fingertips pointing down. And then bring the right ear away. So we're going to do a little neck flossing. And take the index and the middle finger off to the side. So we have this connection with the ground. And then the left ear moves to the left shoulder and the palms face down. And curl the left fingertips on top. So the whole neck flossing concept is from Bernie Clark's book. Exhale, fingers come down. So it's like nerve endings. But instead of pulling apart on each end, we're kind of moving along with it and flossing and unsticking these nerves in the fascia. It's an interesting concept, and I find it's a little more gentle than just stretching when you have kind of pain from a nerve going from the fingertips into the skull. So a couple more. Inhale. Really doesn't matter if the inhalations and exhalations are inverted. I think it's just important that the movement responds to the breath. And, try it on. Try things on and see what works for you, because you can read all the things in the book, in the world, or you have a teacher, a guru, but you want to be able to explore and bring your own twist to it. Our body is accessible to yoga and the wealth of intelligence of our body. Bring yourself back to center. And extend the right arm up right here, okay? So the fingertips point down, shoulder hikes down here, and draw the left ear to the left shoulder. So we all have our own felt presence available to us. Ensure the lenses of our past can cloud our vision, can make us not see the splinter in our own eye. So that's why sometimes having a guru and or some type of mentor is wonderful. But ultimately, we are still our own guru. Okay? Through the practice, through our daily practice. Just allow this to continue. Right ear moves to the shoulder. Fingertips point down. Good. And then back to center. Good. Bring the arms up and the palms to the sky, like you're holding the heavens, and the shoulders, head set back behind the space, down, and they kind of feel the shoulders edges press forward and the chest opens. Good. Now slowly rotate the arms. So you feel the shoulder bones or the arm bones rotate. It's not so much the hands. Okay, so it's a continuum from the fingertips to the wrists, to the elbows, and to the arm bones that go into the shoulder sockets. So notice where is the weak link in your arm movement? Do you have the shoulder flexibility? Does everything come through the elbows? So we're just playing around with the rotations. Now good. Now bring the hands behind the skull, interlace them, create the bind. The elbows press out wide. Good. And then left elbow rises up. If you need to switch your legs and feet, if it's starting to get a little intense, you can switch it. Go back to the same side. Inhale. And lateral bend over to the right. Good. And then over to the left side. For some people, the tops of the feet are more sensitive. You can curl the toes under, and that becomes sometimes more sensitive. Back to neutral. And lift the right elbow upward and back. Good. Now curl the toes under. Let's do this. Tabletop, bring the right heel back. And stretch the right calf. Good. Now lift the left shin up off the ground. Keep the heel to the bum and just extend the left knee. Good. You're going to feel maybe a cramp in the back of the left hamstring. Some people do. Do that. 2, 3. One more. Now bring left shin down. Half pigeon. At the tops of the right foot. So I'm not going to make it a recline yet. Try to keep the pelvis square. I'll take the left hand down and bring the right leg out wide. Okay. The left heel comes in. Hands to heart center. Fingertip to the left, right fingertips to the right toe. Good. Left hand comes up. Hinge. Bring the hand behind the skull and just open up, rotate the spine. Just not going too deep. And then left hand comes down, right hand comes up, press the left shin down. Good. Now, rotate the right knife edge, bring the right hand down. Good. Lower the left hip down, cross the right leg on top of the left, go Mukasana legs. Okay. So some people call it shoelace if you're in the yin world. Hands rise up, and then bring the hands behind you. See if the right hip and sits bones can sink down. Good. Bring the hands back to heart center. Bring the right leg back. Bring into pigeon. And then move the forearms down to the earth. So I like to lift that left ankle off the ground and flex the front foot. Good. Walk the hands back up. Curl the right toes under. Lift the left knee and just bring it back into tabletop. So we try to remember that whole sequence. Extend the left leg and feel the toe mount on the ground and really activate the back calf. Good. Now hover the right knee up. Good. Now keep the heel to the bum and straighten the quads. And so this is a good hamstring stretch. 3, 4, and then bring the shin down for half pigeon. Just walk into the spider fingers of the hands. So, you know that you have activation, you can release the hands. Sometimes you just collapse down into one hip. And I don't know if that can be the purpose of the pose, possibly. I always feel like the stability is important, as important as flexibility. Now lower the right foot down, bring the right heel, left heel comes out. Peace fingers onto the left big toe, right hand comes up. And then windmill the left hand, and then press the left shin down, open up. You can even point the left toes, draw the toes back. Bring your left hand around, and bring the knife edge of the left foot down. So lower the right hip down. Left leg comes all the way around. Gomukhasana. Cow face, legs, fingertips walk behind you. So for me, the purpose today is getting that left hip sinking down and finding balance and stability. Even though we're opening up the hips, doing a little gentle practice. But where are we gripping? And we also create some stability and some balance. Now, bring the left leg behind you. Walk the hands forward and back into half pigeon. Now go ahead and bring the forearms to the ground. Curl the left toes under forearm plank. And then slowly lower the pelvis down and the pubis down. Flip the feet. So this is one of my favorite poses, Sphinx pose. And the more I learn how to release in this pose, the deeper I can dig into the lower back. And so if you can release the glutes and the groin. So sit here and just give yourself space and time, inquiry to the subtle body. And let's do this. Let's bring the heels up. Okay? And notice what happens. So it's like very much directed into the lower body, lower back. Where the sacrum and is it L5? Kind of right where that first vertebra connects. So the heels are up, and we're just going to kind of windshield wiper like very slowly. You're on the slowest level. Good. Now bring the tops of your shins and feet back down to where the kneecaps lift a little bit. And then relax your legs again. Try to relax the glutes. Shake the hips left to right. Good. And see if you can feel the pubic bones. So there's two of them. And the hip bones. Can they all be connected to the ground? Softening the groins. So that's like the inner thigh area. The glutes. Now activate, lift the wrist up. So let there be as much of the forearms on the mat as possible. And then the hands can be wide enough. It doesn't have to be super wide. We're going to pull the hands apart, hug the elbows down, okay? Grip the fingertips, lift the kneecaps. So the base of this, like a tripod, a camera tripod between the pubic bone and the hip bones. Try to soften the glutes, even though the legs are active. That's the challenge. And then the arms are active. Opening up the collarbones. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. So we're going to bring some breathing into here. Inhale, collarbones open. You can feel the pubic bones press down. Then exhale, the back of the neck lengthens. And maybe the skin beneath the belly button peels up. Inhale, softening the glutes. Really feel the quads take over. Then exhale, the core abdomen lifts up. Still softening the glutes. So the lower abdomen. Inhale. Maybe knitting the ribs together. Exhale. Just feel the sheath of the skin pull up. One more time. Hug the elbows in. And then exhale. Good. Lower the knees down. Cross the forearms down for the crocodile pose. Take the toes point outward. A little slight bend in your knees. Some people call this surfer's pose. Very restorative. So to me, this is almost like a little half frog. It's more restorative. Usually feels really good. So we do some deep breathing. Inhale into the navel center. Pause. 2, 3, 4. And exhale completely. Pause. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. Pause. And exhale completely. And pause. Inhale. Pause. 2, 3, 4. And exhale. And pause. Inhale. Pause at the top. And exhale. And pause. Suspend your breath. Inhale. And exhale. And lift your head back up. Bring your hands to the side ribs, lower side ribs. Bring the elbows in. Tops of your feet down. And then rise up. Baby cobra. Keep the knees off the mat. And then press back into embryo pose. So the knees are going to come together. And the forehead or the crown of the head comes towards the mat. Bring the hands behind the heels. And breathe into your back. Just really feel the whole of the back expanding from the breath. So there's some compression on the torso, all the internal organs. This inflammation of your intestines and your stomach and your digestion, it can be quite uncomfortable. But I think it's a good practice. And let these shoulders and arms fall internally. Bring your hands by your sides and rise up. Curl the toes under. And let's do broken toe pose. Bring the seam lines of the inner thighs together. And notice the pelvic tilt here. Let's see if we can get a straight line from the sacrum to the lower back. Even widen the pinky toes and the ring toes a little bit. Good. Notice if you can be with ease and even in an uncomfortable situation. If we happen to be outside in the glorious sunlight, and it's just, the sun is so important to our electrical system on a cellular level. You know, it's kind of like everything we need with the air and the sun, the water is here for us. Doesn't have to be carried into plastic bottles. You know, just be grateful for what we have, and that our body can be strong and protect us from all the different impurities that somehow get carried away. So even though our body has a response, it's really just trying to take care of us, protect us. Know that the more energetically we can purify ourselves through practice and through breath work and through prayer and through sound, sunlight, that our time and experience here can be really wonderful. No matter what the media says or the president says or all flavors in between, the two ends of everything, right? We don't need to pull every string. Somebody offers you a string, just don't accept it. Know that everything you need is right here in front of you. Know where to be, know where to go. it happens. And here we are.